So it's me, Denise, and today I am going to film a little quarantine video because there's not really much to do when you're at home. So I figured I could declutter my makeup, or not declutter, but just kind of organize it from like least used to most used. That way I can kind of know where I'm putting what. And also, this whole situation is very strange. I'm not actually technically in quarantine because I'm still going to work as of right now. But I know a lot of people are quarantined and are bored and super anxious, so maybe this video will just kind of soothe your nerves. I think it'll all be okay. We just have to kind of stay put. But where I live, we're not on a lockdown. But some people, like a lot of people that I know, have either been sadly laid off or the business has just temporarily closed, so they're just staying home. But where I work, an optical, it's still open, so I still have to go to work. So, like, why are you getting an eye exam when we're in a pandemic? Like, stay home. Stay home. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to zoom you guys in and just kind of show you guys what we're working with. Alright guys, so here is what we're working with. These are the palettes that I have. And I'm going to go one by one and just see like what I'm using most. I think I'm just going to do a category of like most used and like kinda, and then like not used at all at the moment. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with this. This is the ColourPop Zodiac palette. That's what it looks like on the inside. The mirror is broken, so totally 7 years of bad luck. My boyfriend stepped on it. Look at that. Anyway, this is a really pretty palette, but I honestly haven't reached for it in like a minute, but I feel like maybe I should start. I mean, I've used it some, as y'all can kind of see. So I'm going to put this one in like kind of used. So here will be kind of used, not used, and most used. Okay, this palette, I honestly use this palette only for the mirror. This is the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflection, Glam Reflection palette in Smoke. And the mirror is just great. But the colors, nah, they're okay. I don't know, like this would be most used only because of the mirror. But then I have this one, and then I have the gilded version, which is like the gold version. So you'd think I would use this a lot, but I don't. So here's that one. And there's that one. I'm gonna go ahead and go with not using it. I honestly haven't been using a lot of makeup lately in general as far as eyeshadow goes because it just seems kind of mundane with all that's going on. Doing my makeup is not really my priority at the moment, but I don't know. I think these are gonna go in. I need to put one in like used because I need the mirror, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one and then put this one and not very used. Okay, then we have this Eyeshadow Cosmetics palette. I did not get this in a BoxyCharm actually, I don't think, or did I? I know they put it in a BoxyCharm, but I really wanted it before it was even in the BoxyCharm. The color story is really pretty and summery, although I will say it's a wee bit patchy. It looks like that because I put water in it, by the way. But this one I've not used in a while, so I'm gonna say not very used. Or at least I'm not using it. Oh, I have this palette. This is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. This palette, I'm not using it a lot, so it's gonna go in here. Honestly, I feel like most of these I really don't use like at all. Then this is the ColourPop All That palette. This one is fairly new, so I'm using this one I think more out of the other ones, but this is what the color story looks like. It's really pretty. Yeah, this was our Valentine's Day palette, so I'm gonna go with used or using. Next up, let's see. This is the Amber Shoal palette. It's her 24 karat gold. It says AS Cosmetics. This is actually a cute palette if you're really into glitter. Like, it's super, super glittery. This color is super pretty. Super shimmery, glittery color. I'm gonna go and say this one is not very used. So far, this is what our 3 stocks look like. Not very used, sort of use and use, but mainly for the mirror here. Next, let's go with this. This is the Lorac Pro palette. That's the back. And the inside looks like this. I remember this being like a super popular palette, but honestly, I have not reached for this in a long time. I think I should probably like declutter some of these, but I'm one of those people that holds on to makeup because I just want to collect it and keep it in the least used pile. Next, this is actually like a contour kit, so I don't know why this is in here. Well, I guess it counts because it's a palette. I definitely don't use this a lot, like at all. But yeah, it's just a contour kit by Anastasia, so this is gonna go in the least used. Okay, next. So these little palettes are from the Too Faced Grande Motel or Grand Motel Cafe. I don't remember, something like that. It was like a cafe, like a hotel, not motel, hotel. But it was like their hotel collection, and there's like an eggnog palette, a gingerbread cookie palette, and the peppermint mocha palette, and they're all scented like eggnog, gingerbread, and peppermint. These are so cute, and Too Faced always gets me during the winter months for their little Christmas palettes and their Christmas collections. But honestly, I don't use them that much. So this is the peppermint mocha palette, and it's so cute because it says to and from. How cute is that? Let me smell it. It does smell really good. Actually, I don't know why I don't reach for this that much because these colors are really, really cute. This is like a just like a white, and this one's like a champagne. Watch some of these colors for you. Well, I can see why I don't use it. It's kind of patchy. But the colors are really cute, and the blushes are very cute in the palettes. They all have like a blush or a bronzer. So there's that one. There is the gingerbread cookie one. This one's my favorite. I can say that I actually used this one the most, or I did when I first got these, because of this super gorgeous like glittery shimmer here, and then this one here. This what is this one called? Ginger Snap and Winter Dream were like my go-tos during Christmas and New Year's for a while. And then there's that bronzer there, so that's that one. There's Eggnog Latte. I think I probably reached for this one the least, or maybe it was the peppermint one, but this is what this one looks like. This color is really pretty. I just have a thing for glitters. But this one's in Cold Brew, and that one's pretty. And then Central Park, it looks like a super pretty green, but it's kind of lackluster when you swatch it. Yeah, this is like a really pretty peach blush there. So I mean, these are super cute. Just that because they're like all separate, it's hard to just want to reach for them because I forget they're there. These are gonna have to go in the least used pile. Ooh, this is the Morphe times Jeffree Star palette. My boyfriend got me this for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. This is definitely going to be in my most used because it just has colors that I use a lot now. I'm very into like salmony pinks and pinks in general, and then this like shimmery pink. These two colors are my favorite, but especially this like glittery pink. It's like gorgeous. So this one is in my very used pile. Next up, we have this Lorac palette. This is the unzipped, one of the unzipped palettes. Actually, I have two of these. This is a
original one. This is really, really pretty. I really should use this more. It's got really pretty shimmers and a couple of mattes. This, although it's really pretty, I haven't used it in a while, but maybe I should bring out some of these palettes to start using more often. Then I have the Lorac Gold unzipped palette, and this one, I mean, they look quite similar, honestly. They don't, right? I mean, this is the gold one. It's obviously got like peachy golds in it, and then this one's got like rose golds and browns in it. Anyway. Also super pretty palette. But I don't know. Perhaps I should bring one of these forward, but I don't know quite yet which one. So for now, it's gonna be in the not so used pile. Next up, oh my gosh, this is an old palette. This is the Stardust palette by Too Faced. It's the Stardust Vegas Nay palette, I think. This palette is not even that cute, not gonna lie. This purple looks like it would be really pretty, but it's really not. Like, a lot of these colors are just... Too Faced has very, like, hit or miss palettes, and this one's a miss. So definitely don't use this one a lot. This is another old palette by Too Faced. This one, I don't even know which palette this is. I don't know if this was a part of a kit or something, or like a holiday collection. I don't know. It's got an Eiffel Tower on it. If you know, let me know. But this is what the colors look like. Another super like eek palette. Maybe in its time it was like really pretty, but now it's just like all these colors are just so light. Like, these all look really similar. Oh, this is in least used for sure. Oh, this one was very popular for a while. This is the ColourPop Cute AF palette. Yes, please. And it's got all these like bright orange shades. Like when these came super in style like 2 summers ago. All these oranges and yellows and stuff. This palette kept selling out for a while, and then eventually I was able to get it, and now I never use it. I think I used this palette like a couple times, and that's it. Because it's just, I think it's a little too orange for my liking, but it's good to have versatility, you know? So I got it. I just always talk myself into buying things that I really don't need. Anyway, next up, oh, this is the Morphe. I got this one this year for my birthday. It's the 39L Hit the Lights palette. I really love this palette. It's still got the protective thingy on it. Oops. My boyfriend also got this one for me. This one came out this year, and it's really, really pretty. This one was curated by 4 influencers, I believe. These are like the names of the influencers. I don't know all of them. I know her, and that's about it. But I do like all of them, all of like the colors. There's like a section for everything. There's like this little red section, this more like sparkly with like a couple of neutrals, and then there's like all of these glitters in here that are really, really pretty, and then there's some pinks and these super bright ones that I never reach for, but it's good to have as well. So this palette, I do have it in my more used because it's newer, and I do reach for newer stuff more than I do my older stuff, so I'm gonna put it in used. Next up we have this, and this is like one of ColourPop's like older kind of like pick yourself little eyeshadow palettes that you can just pop in whatever shades that you want. I think this was like 12 bucks at the time that I got it, and these are the shades I picked out. Don't even ask me why I picked these shades. I don't know. I think I was trying to venture into more color, and so I picked this like blue, dark blue shade, a light blue, and then this like hot pink and this like lavender color. Honestly, I've used these like 1 or 2 times. So yeah, definitely in least used. Also, these eyeshadows don't perform very well. They're like worse in my opinion than like the regular pressed like little palette ones, but yeah. We have the Tartelette palette. This one was a very popular one back in the day as well. This is honestly barely used. It's just all mattes, and I rarely ever use all mattes. But you know what? I have been using more mattes lately. I've not been using as many shimmers, so maybe I'll put this in like my more used for now so that I can start reaching for it more, because it's kind of more up my alley now than it was in the past, and I honestly totally forgot about it. So I'm gonna put this in like the used palette so I can start using it more. I have this mini Lorac metal palette, Lorac Pro metal palette. It's super cute. Look at this, it's so tiny. And look how adorable. They're obviously all shimmers, and the colors are gorgeous. I just don't really use it, so it's gonna go in the least used pile. Next up we have the Peanut Butter palette by Too Faced, and this was, I remember this was like a huge hit when it first came out. It looks like this. Honestly, it smells delicious, and the colors are very, very cute. I still would reach for this if I remembered I had it, but I totally forgot about it. I don't know. This is undecided for now. This came in a what's it called? A BoxyCharm, and this one, this is why like I canceled my BoxyCharm, because I would get stuff like this that I never used, or maybe used one time ever. But these are like super pretty fall colors. This totally reminds me of like Hocus Pocus. Like if Hocus Pocus had a palette, this would be it, because these colors are super fall. It's so cute. It's got like, they're very cute shimmers, but unfortunately I just don't reach for it, because I don't reach for stuff that's like this tiny and it's got 3 colors. Like I totally forgot this existed, and I could have pulled this out last fall, but again, I forgot it existed. So least used pile. Oh my god, you guys, this palette, this is a Laura Lee Party Animal palette. I think this came in a BoxyCharm, and it's not very good. When I first saw it, I just really liked the colors, because I was like, I don't have anything like that. Like they're just so pretty and just electric and unique. But then I tested out some of the shades, and the way they performed on my eye, I was not a fan. Especially this purple shade. Like if you pack it on, it can work really pretty, but it takes a while, and also it stains your eyelid really, really bad. Anyway, yeah. Not a fan. This is going in the no use pile. Another tiny palette. I don't know why I buy tiny stuff like this, because I don't really reach for it. This is the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, and it looks like this. It's super tiny. Like look at it compared to my hand. And this is what the colors look like. The colors are so pretty. I really, really should use this more, because come on, look at that. I just kind of wish these 2 colors were more brown than they are red. Like maybe if they'd done like a nice brown here, or like a transition shade somewhere here, because this is quite orangey coral. So I'm gonna try to put this in the palette that I should use more. This is the new Jeffree Star palette. It's the, I don't know what it's called, I forgot. Bloodlust, yes, I have a review on this palette if you're interested, but I really liked it. The colors are really pretty, and I don't have a lot of purples, but the shimmers are gorgeous. I love the way they look, and this, oh my god, look at that. This is just so pretty. I haven't used that, but oof, just looking at it, it's just so pretty. This like shimmery purple is to die for. So this is gonna go in the used palette, because I actually haven't used it. This mauve color, or like salmony pink color, is so pretty. So yes, we have this Aphrodite palette by Bad Habit. These are pretty cheap. I think I paid like $15 for this palette. I don't remember, on the Shop Hush app, I think it was. So this is like a knockoff of the Huda Beauty, her OG palette. I forgot what it's called, but that was like her OG, like super famous, everybody was wanting it, nobody could get it palette. I remember wanting it so bad, and eventually this one came out, which was the knockoff, and I just had to get it because it was so cheap in comparison. The other one was like 65 bucks, and this one was only like $15 to $20. Initially I loved it, like the way that it looked. Like the colors are really, really pretty. But when you use them on your eye, they're just super chunky, and these just kind of got so muddy throughout the day, the mattes. So I have used it like twice, had a bad experience with it, and then didn't use it again. So next up I have, this is a Z palette that I actually stole from my mom. This used to be hers, and it is like, I love this palette because it has all the neutrals that I ever want and need. Like transition shades and like darker browns, just like a bunch of colors that I really gravitate towards. Most of these are like Anastasia, I think. I really use this a lot, so it's gonna go in the used pile. Next up we have, oh, this, it's so dirty because I actually use this palette so much. I really need to clean it, I'm so sorry. But this is the Too Faced Dream Queen palette. This is the Christmas palette from like, not last year, but the year prior. And oh my gosh, you guys, I use this so much. Like these two shades I use so much, like almost every single day. And they're just so pretty. So that is in the used pile. Everyone's coveted Modern Renaissance. It's all dirty now. But this was like so highly sought after too, I remember. And now here she is. I did give this a lot of love. Like I would only use this palette for like the longest time. Still a really good palette, and I really should start using it, especially in the fall and stuff. But yeah, I'm not using it a lot now. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, another iconic little palette. This one just looks like this. This one I can say I really don't use. The colors are just quite dull and not really my style anymore, so I don't use it a lot. So this will go in the least used pile. Then we have this Anastasia Glow Kit. Again, I mean, it's a palette, but it's not an eyeshadow palette. It's raining really hard outside, by the way, if y'all can hear it, I'm sorry. But yeah, this just looks like that, and I think we all know what these look like. These were so in style at one point, and now I'd rather use or just regular highlighters rather than like a palette. This is their Soiree Diaries palette. This came in a BoxyCharm, and it's really pretty, but it's kind of just like everything else out there, you know. I don't use it a lot. Alright guys, we're almost done. Next up, this is an Urban Decay, like pretty old little thingy. I don't know that they still like have this where you can like pick your eyeshadows in the palette, but I remember picking this and I thought this one is like one of the, you can pop these out, but I don't know if I can do it right now. Probably not. Anyway, this was like one of the really popular shades in the Naked palette, so I put that in there. But yeah, I don't reach for this a lot anymore either. This is the next palette. It's this NYX palette that I don't even remember having. This one I can say I definitely don't use or grab this because, I don't know, looking at it, it doesn't like inspire me to create anything. So, and I have this ColourPop palette. This is from, I don't remember, did I create this or was it already like this? I truly don't recall. But it is a ColourPop palette. Oh, no, this came like this. This was actually, I used to reach for this quite a bit. You can like switch these out. I don't think they have this kind anymore. But I think this is like the older way to do it, and then this way came out, this like thinner. And I think now there's an even like newer way, but I don't know. But I think I bought this like with the colors all in it already. I don't think I put this together. Yeah, I don't gravitate toward that a lot either. Then I have this little Naked Basics palette. This one just looks like this. Definitely don't use this a lot. Not much to say about this other than I think it was once popular. I don't know. This palette came in a BoxyCharm. It is the Winky Luck palette for BoxyCharm. The Kitten palette, and this one I can say I used a lot, especially this gold color. I was like all over that, and then this shade too. I haven't reached for this in a while, but I do grab this a lot in the summer, so I will revisit this, I know it. Especially this gold. I love to put that like everywhere. This is just a Laura Geller blush trio. I've used this a lot and will continue to use it. I have this Pure Bronze and Brighten thing came in a BoxyCharm. This brand always comes in BoxyCharm. But yeah, this is what these look like. These are very, very shimmery, super, super summer glow-y. So yeah, I do use this in the summer. So this highlight's really pretty. This blush is a little too shimmery, but the bronzer is good as like an eyeshadow. They all work as eyeshadow. And the very last palette I have to show y'all is this Anastasia Resi palette. I think that's how you say it. I really like this mainly for this shade, Glisten. I mean, I don't use this a lot anymore, so there's. Alright, you guys, so this is what we have. It doesn't look very organized, but this is like the use/will use more pile. This is the I need to try to use more pile. And then this is I like rarely ever use pile. But yeah, I really need to organize these. In the future I'm gonna buy like little cubbies so I can put like section the palettes. Now that I know kind of what I have and like what I need, like which category they're gonna go in. But right now I'm not gonna go buy like organization stuff because, you know, with this whole situation I don't really want to go out unless I absolutely have to. But that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you want to see next. And also let me know how this whole coronavirus situation has affected you. I'm very curious because I know that it's affected everybody in a lot of ways. And I just really kind of want to know what's going on everywhere else. So just leave a comment and subscribe if you like the video. Bye!